Hello, welcome to Lil's Vintage World. Today I've got a book haul for you because apparently I've got zero self-control when it comes to buying books. I will do my best to leave links for all of them in the description bar below, and let's just get straight into it. So, from online, secondhand, I got my hands on a copy of Nummy. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce the author, but I saw this on the lovely Hannah's channel from Hannah Tay. Thanks Hannah, and it looked really good. So it's a selection of comic strips about this young 20-something called Nummy, who's like this goth, who, you know, is talking about relationships and friendships and just day-to-day things, and it looked really fun. And I'm really into like comic books and graphic novels and picture books at the moment, so I thought that's right up my street. Then also secondhand online, I got my hands on a copy of Barbie All Dolled Up, Celebrating 50 Years of Barbie by Jennie D'Amato. This is actually 10 years old now because Barbie came out in 1959. This was the original Barbie. So this is 10 years old because I think it was published in 2009. Yes, it would have been, wouldn't it? But this is a selection of like picture images and some replicas as well, about going through different decades of Barbie and the history of Barbie with lots of little facts. I can't wait to read this. I think it is going to be absolutely wonderful. I loved Barbie when I was a child, and I've tried to read about the history of Barbie before. I got myself quite a big kind of fact book about it, but it wasn't that engaging, shall we say. So I'm really excited to read this because it looks fab, doesn't it? But it's huge. It doesn't like fit on the screen, does it? Then I went to a little village fete, and my mum went to this stall and she was like, come over, there's books here that you'll like. And there was a couple of Beatrix Potter books, so these kind of little hardback books. So there was The Tale of Peter Rabbit and Tale of Jemima, Puddle-duck. And inside it's, you know, all the original illustrations, but they also had the little extras as well. I couldn't pass up because they were only 30p each, so I had to get them, and I thought these would be lovely on my shelf because they're beautiful books, but also for my little nephew. I thought they'd be really nice when he comes round for us to read them. I love this one particularly because it's got lots of pink and lots of foxgloves, which two things that I love. Then from Waterstones, me and my mum went shopping to a town a little bit away from us, and they had a Waterstones, and whenever I see a bookshop I do try and support said bookshop because I love bookshops. So I treated myself to Elizabeth Taylor in a Summer Season. I've had my eye on this book for a little while, and Virago have come out with these beautiful covers. So I read a book by Elizabeth Taylor a little while ago. I wasn't doing wrap-ups then, but it was Angel. Hated it. It was about this girl who was a brat and she's this kid to start the book with, and she says, oh, when I'm older I'm going to become a writer, and she becomes older and she becomes a writer, and that's kind of it. I hated her so much. It made me absolutely detest the book. However, I loved Elizabeth's writing style, and I was like, I know I'm going to love one of her books. So this one sounded great, so I thought I'll get my hands on that one. And then I went to the charity shops. I love me a charity shop, so I picked up Start of 10 by David Nicholls. This is a book I've had my eye on for a little while. It's sat on my wish list for quite a while actually. This is set in 1985 and is about a first-year student called Brian who falls for a beautiful university challenge queen, Alice Harbison. It's a comedy, it's set at university, and I love books set at university, hence why I wanted to pick it up, because any books about uni I love. You know me and Giant Days, favourite comic book series about three girls at university. Book about university. If you have any recommendations on books about university, please let me know because I'm all over it. Then for £1 I picked up Big Bones by Laura Dockrill. This isn't usually my thing. This is about a girl called BB who has to write a food diary, and Lindsay Kelk quoted said, "A beautiful love letter, friends, family and food." I watched someone's channel, I can't remember who it was now, but they really enjoyed this book and they kind of raved about it, and I thought, maybe I will like it. For £1 I will give it a go. Then I picked up two of my royal storybooks. So as a child I really liked the historical fiction My Storybooks, which, you know, set in different time periods about this fictionalised person who goes around in certain areas. So there's like a Titanic one, there's a Bloody Tower one, there's like Civil War, there's loads. And me and my grandma, we used to have like a mini book club, so when she'd come to stay we'd pick like a book off my shelf and we'd read it and then discuss it afterwards. It was lovely. And I remember one day we both picked my storybook and like chatted about it, and it was just wonderful. Lovely memories. Anyway, waffling on. These are 2 of the My Royal stories. So I've got Mary Queen of Scots, Mary Queen of Scots, set in France in 1553, and Elizabeth from 1544, both by Catherine Lasky. These were £1.95 each. They look like they haven't been read, and I'm looking forward to reading these because, as I said, I've really enjoyed them as a younger reader. And then finally, I picked up The BFG by Roald Dahl. So if you've watched my June wrap-up, you know that I read Matilda and I adored it. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was just absolutely incredible. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to give The BFG a go because I didn't read that as a kid either, and hopefully I will love it. So there we are. That is my book haul. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations for me, books about university, let me know in the comment section because I'm here for that. I am here for that. I miss my time at uni. Anyway, that's it for this video. Take care and I shall see you soon for the next one. Bye for now.